Why, look, the greatest bounty of them all.
Dog team, what most Canadians use in the winter, and what some people call the Philadelphia Phillies. Here in the gold rush town of Skagway, dogs were used for other things beside teams. Take the annual sled pulling contest.
All right, boys. The man who can get his pup to pull this heavy sled across the street wins $10,000.
By nightfall, not one canine had been able to budge the sled. That's when a tall, dark mustache appeared, with a man behind it. Yes, Snidely Whiplash, Canada's Black Penny, had turned up again.
You in the contest, mister?
No, but my dog is.
Actually, it was a bull elephant, but Whiplash had taught it to scratch its ear, so no one knew the difference.
All right, Spot, pull the sled.
Unlike the others who yelled mush, Whiplash yelled
Sabu!
And the contest was no contest. Snidely had the $10,000, and what's more, he and Spot returned to Skagway every year and continued their winning ways.
Here's the $10,000, Mr. Whiplash.
Hands up, the Spot hasn't pulled yet.
Spot doesn't have to. No one's challenging.
Of course, you can get away with something like that just so long, and then the mounted police are bound to hear about it.
Did you hear about it, Do-Right?
Yes, Inspector, I heard about it.
That's as far as it got, until the following year.
Citizens of Skagway, your climate is superb, your hospitality boundless. But as far as this sled pulling contest is concerned, Spot and I are fed up.
How can you say that, Mr. Whiplash?
In 6 different languages, but it all means the same. We are bored. We need some competition.
And that's why an appeal was made to the Mounties.
Send Do-Right in here.
Do-Right is confined to barracks, sir.
By whose orders?
Do-Right's.
Oh. Do-Right, come out of there. Take your dog up to Skagway and pull a sled across the street.
No to all 3, sir.
What do you mean, no to all 3?
My dog won't go up to Skagway, pull a sled across the street, or let me out of the barracks. Will you, dog?
Dudley's faithful dog, in reality a thoroughbred wolf, had turned on his master.
He has a nasty disposition. Why don't you try muzzling him?
I did, but he ate the muzzle.
Then send him to a dog trainer.
Same as the muzzle, sir.
Roll over.
Faithful dog obeyed his normal instinct.
You certainly know how to handle animals, sir.
There's only one way to handle a brute like that. Corporal Muggadugger, place Do-Right's dog under arrest.
By 4 that afternoon, every man in the post had been driven into the barracks.
Men, we have an odd situation on our hands. How's the foot, Muggadugger?
The foot's okay, but I won't be going out for polo this year.
Quick, Inspector, Nell is entering the post.
Daddy, wherefore art thou, Daddy?
Oh, she must have gone for a Shakespeare lesson again. Nell, darling.
Where are you, Daddy?
Nell, my dearest, beware of the dog, else he will tear you to ribbons.
Too late. Faithful dog had spotted her. Ah, but Nell always carried a popcorn bag. She had the wolf eating out of her hands in no time.
Well, Inspector, I guess we can follow those orders now.
What orders were those?
Don't you remember?
No, do you?
No.
Why not take a vacation?
A keen idea, sir. Faithful Dog and I shall journey up to Skagway and enter the sled pulling race.
Skagway?
Dudley and his loyal companion made it to the bustling little gold rush town on the final day of competition.
Mr. Whiplash and his dog Rover.
Spot.
Spot, I'm sorry. Anyway, they are the only ones to get the sled across the street. Now, before I hand over the $10,000, is there anyone else who'll try?
I, Constable Do-Right of the Mounties, will essay.
Curses, that numbskull might luck out.
As a precautionary measure, Whiplash drove stakes into the earth and then roped the sled firmly to them.
I don't care how strong his dog is, he'll never be able to move that sled.
What Whiplash didn't know was that this was the earthquake season. Sure enough, a tremor began in the glacier regions and manifested itself directly on the street of Skagway. The entire gathering was catapulted to the opposite side of the road. But Dudley, Faithful Dog, and the sled got there first.
A new world's record. Here's the money, Constable.
And so you see, Inspector, my vacation was not in vain.
No, it was in Skagway, wasn't it?
With the prize money, I bought some gifts from Snidely Whiplash. A king-size pipe for you, sir.
Wonderful.
And a king-size monocle for you, Nell, for your bad eye.
Oh, peachy.
What about yourself, Dudley?
For me, I bought a king-size dog.